What's up, everybody? Let me take this out. Put that over there. I'm going to do what everybody else does. I'm just going to wait. Wait until we got people watching. And then I'm just going to start talking when the time comes. We'll just put that right there. What's up, Jeremy? What's up, Jeremy Allison? So I'm just sitting here waiting until we get some people in here. If you're watching and you feel like commenting where you're at, let me know. What's up, Jeremy Goheen? Jeremy Goheen, Jason Sachs, what's going on? So first up tonight is American Drag Seats, AmericanDragSeats.com. You need custom motorcycle seats, custom upholstery, custom seat pans. We have aftermarket Harley Davidson seats, aftermarket American Iron Horse seats. Just reach out to American Drag Seats. What the hell? Something went wrong. Oops, something went wrong. Please try again. Try it again. American Drag Seats, AmericanDragSeats.com on all the social media sites and everything. There you are. Here I am onto YouTube. I'm still here. I promise you, I'm still here. But anyway, it's AmericanDragSeats.com. Go check us out on all the social media platforms and at AmericanDragSeats.com. And it went away again. I don't know why it's going away, but I'm not going anywhere. What's up, Ricky Brewer, Dan Juban, Jeremy Allison, Jason Sachs, Jeremy Goheen, Uncle Bruno's in the house watching, Adrian Dre Meadows, my man. Thank you up there in Chicagoland. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. So before I get tonight's show started, can everybody hear me just fine? Everything's good. Everybody can hear me, right? I want to show you guys something. What's up, Mr. Tim? I want to show you something. My brother, Mike Crane, for those that don't know, my brother makes new music via AI. So I want to let you guys hear something real quick. Check this out. Let me know what you think about this. I don't know why it's not on the screen, but it's not playing for some reason. I can't hear it. Hold on. It said something.
You want, I ain't listening. Your voice knows I ain't missing it. You don't care, you don't feel, you don't bend. I don't give a fuck. 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 I don't give a fuck.
So if you guys like that, my brother makes those. They're pretty awesome. I love them. I appreciate everybody watching. But tonight's going to be one of those nights that, here we go. It is what it is. So I hear that there are a lot of people out there that right now are really upset with me. Really upset that I didn't do what I said I was going to do at the 2025 All Texas Bagger Build Off. So, what I would like to do is, first of all, explain that Scotty Roberts showed up on time, showed up with an amazing bike. The bike, he touched every square inch of this of this bike. I mean, it was taken to such a degree that it won everything in Galveston. Anytime he put it anywhere, it won the show. I can't tell you how super amazingly proud of Scotty and Ricky and all the guys over at Bloodline Custom Cycles. I can't tell you how proud of those guys I am. I can't sit there and tell you how proud I am. A, to call him my friend, but B, to know that he came out of the box so hard from January. From January. He actually talked to me in January and said that he wasn't 100% sure he even wanted to compete because he felt like because he had the he felt like he had, in his mind had a bike that he wanted to build, and he wanted to make sure that it was legal to build and do everything he wanted to do, which it's an all Texas bagger build off, and it was a very badass bagger. I mean, but in January he started, and he kept up January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, the entire time talking to me about it, sending me pictures, keeping me updated, which is what I requested. I requested that in the actual rules right here that I'm relatively sure nobody read, nobody did anything with it. It even says right there at the bottom, you can see, and there's an arrow pointing to it, participant date. I wanted you to sign it, send it back to me. I feel bad for Scotty Roberts because no one else showed up. He worked so hard to make this bike amazing, and no one else showed up to compete against him. I felt bad for him. Chris Moose didn't talk to me almost the entire year because he was busy doing his thing, but he made positively sure to keep in touch with me when it became necessary, because I was very afraid that he wasn't even going to be there to judge the show, but he was there. His whole reasoning for not contacting me throughout the year is he didn't want to know anything about it. He didn't want to know anything about the builders. He didn't want to know who was in it. So that's why he didn't watch all year long. He didn't want to get tainted. So Chris Moose shows up the day of the show. He's there. I'm there. Uncle Bruno came in. He was with Derek and Val Vargas, I guess, and that camp. And he stayed with them the whole time. But Uncle Bruno rented a car, came to Blowout's Biker Bash, where we had the tent set up, where everything going. And if you were there, you would have seen we had a mess with the tent. The bars, some of the bars were broken, stuff like that, because I haven't pulled that tent out since 2021. So it got damaged somehow, some way, either in the move or whatever. But Uncle Bruno came up with a great idea. Chris Moose came up with a great idea. Scotty Roberts was helping. Everybody was there helping set this booth up, get everything going. I talked to Eric Contreras the night before at midnight, and he said he was still working to get it done, to be there. Okay? At about 11 a.m., he sends me a text message asking what is the latest time he can get there to get judged. And I said, man, everybody's supposed to be here by noon, but we can wait till about 2:00. That's the most time I can give you. Scotty is telling me the whole time. Chris Moose is like, man, we ain't got nothing else to do, so we'll wait on him, and we'll wait. It ended up getting to the point at almost 2:00. He messaged me, and I can show you guys the text messages, saying, man, I'm not going to make it. I feel bad. I know Scotty built a killer bike. I would have loved to compete against Scotty. He respects Scotty, but he just wasn't going to make it. At 11:45 p.m. Friday night, Eric Contreras sent me pictures of his bike and said, don't say anything. The customer hasn't even seen it. I'm on my way. 11:45 p.m. on Friday night. Even though he knows the show's over with, he knows Scotty won the money, he knows Scotty got the trophy, he still cared enough to say, hey, I'm on my way. When I saw him Saturday, the first words out of Eric Contreras' mouth were, I'm so sorry I let you down. That's the first thing he said. He has his bike, it's completed, it's there. And the first words out of Scotty Roberts' mouth is, I'm so sorry. I mean, out of Eric Contreras' mouth were, I'm so sorry I let you down. A lot of people can be mad that he didn't show up. Sure, you can be. A month, 2 months ago, I was texting Val Vargas, asking Val Vargas, are you still in this? And he said, yeah, and I can show you the messages on Messenger. Yes, I'm still in it. Can you send me pictures of your bike? He never sent me anything. He never sent me a single picture. He never sent me nothing. Now, I've never met Val Vargas in person. I don't know him, anything like that. But I took the man at his word. I took him at his word. And he said, yes, I'm building. Yes, I'm building. Yes, I'm building. Okay, cool. Send me pictures. Never sent me pictures. Monday, before the show on Friday, he messages me on Facebook and says, hey, I'm not going to make it. And I was like, man, that sucks. Can you send me pictures of the bike? Ghosted me. Never took the time to send me a message. Never took the time to say shit to me. Thanks a lot. Appreciate it. Not a fucking thing. Never sent anything to me. Just done. I want to say back in May or June, Derek Bolden decided he wanted to get out of it. I didn't understand why. I was like, why? I mean, I don't understand. He's like, I'm just not, I don't have the money, or I couldn't get it done, or something like that. Never heard back from him again about the build off. But he did show up in Galveston with Val and Uncle Bruno, and they both had bikes. They had bikes there. And I pretty badass bikes from what I saw. Derek's bike, unpainted, was a killer looking bike. I give him hats off to that. I wish he would have brought that bike to the show, even unpainted. It was a good bike. He deserved to be there, but he wasn't. Cameron Johnson, just one day out of the blue, I want to say it was in June or so, sent me a message on Facebook saying he's not going to make it. My own son, Devin, bills. Now, for those that don't know, my son was in the hospital in January. So when he got out of the hospital, he was playing catch up with his wife and his daughter, trying to pay bills. He backed out. Timothy Skates. Something personal happened in Timothy Skates' life. He could not complete the build off. He called, he spoke with me. He had thing going on. He couldn't do it. And I understand why. So when everybody wants to input their opinion of me, how I did the show, the turnout of the show, whether or not I went live with the show, I could sit here and I could give you a billion excuses. Or I can just tell you exactly what happened and you can fucking believe it or not. I don't care if you believe me or you don't. What's up, Scotty? The truth of the matter is, 8 years ago when I started this stuff, 8 years ago when I started this, I never thought the grind would ever do anything. I never thought it was going to be a podcast. I never thought it was going to turn into anything. I'm just a guy that enjoys watching bike builds, seeing custom bikes, custom stuff, custom parts, custom everything. Yeah, Louis Bailey should have done a lot of stuff, but I'll touch on Louis Bailey here in a little while, just to be real honest with you. I'll talk about Louis Bailey in a minute. But back to me. So when I started this, I was trying to resurrect something with no money, no support, no nothing. It took like almost 2 years before I could even get this platform to make this a little bit more professional looking. But the reality of it is that I have learned over 8 years, 6 one-on-one biker build-offs, 1 national biker build-off, and this last all-Texas bagger build-off, that no matter what I do, there's always going to be someone that has an opinion of, well, you should have done this. Well, you should have done that. Well, you should have. You know what? If you think I did something wrong or I didn't do something right, get off your fat, lazy fucking asses and do it your fucking self. You want to judge me? You want to say this? You want to say that? How about you take the time and do it yourself? And let's just see how successful you are. Because I'll tell you this, over the last 8 years, I was nobody in this industry. I'm still nobody in this industry. Just like Louis Bailey said, I'm nobody. I don't have enough of a following. It was never going to work out for me. Which, by the way, guys, Louis Bailey has a brand new rally he's doing somewhere, somehow, with some people. Good luck for Louis Bailey. But the reality of it is, they don't like me. I said this back 6, maybe 7 years ago. Watch. I had this conversation with Brian Barber all the time. Watch. There's going to come a time when everybody turns on me. I'm the easy one. I'm the scapegoat. You can sit there and say, you didn't promote it. You didn't do this. You didn't do that. Let me break down promotion for you. Since that seems to be the ticker. That seems to be, you could have promoted more. You're right. But let me tell you guys a little secret. I lost my day job 2 years ago. For all the people that don't know, I'm living on shoestring. I don't have a lot of work with motorcycle seats, either because I suck or because all the people that I thought were friends would support me. They don't support me. They don't share my content. They don't tell people I can do seats. They don't order seats for me. The support in this industry is like high school. If you're not the star quarterback or the cheerleader, you're nobody. You're irrelevant. That's what I've learned about this industry. This whole industry is so fake. And it's full of fake, backstabbing, lying people that'll look you dead in your eye and say, no, I'm your friend. But then when they go talk to someone else, they tell them a whole different story. And the stupid fucking thing to me is that there are so many people out there running their mouth about me, but they've never said it to me. They say it to other people thinking, oh, well, he'll never find out. But the bad thing is guess what, homie? I found out. Because people love to start shit. People love the drama. Why do you think all these audio shows and all these audio podcasts get so many viewers? It's because people love the fucking train wreck. When it comes to real building bikes, welding, fabricating, shaping metal, you don't see all that drama. I'm part of that community as well. I don't see that drama. Did it happen? I'm sure it did. It ain't happening now because there's so much drama in the big wheel bagger world, the audio world. And I love the audio world. Don't get me wrong. I love the audio bikes. I love seeing all the creative fiberglass work and all of the how big the bags can get. I love that stuff. I have no hate for any manufacturer that's out there building insane, massive bags, doing these things because it's opened up uh, uh, a roadway, if you will, to customizing bikes. And I appreciate that. I also appreciate the fact that somebody had the imagination to think I can fit a speaker in that saddlebag and turn it into a sub box. I love that. What'd you say, Chris Moose? Damn, Kevin, you should. Keep being you and doing you. Let the mouth breathers breathe. You've shown you care about what this is about. Those that should have, those that should have a conversation aren't supporting anyways. That's correct. That's correct, Chris Moose. Thank you for being one of the guys in the industry that's actually stand up, not really judgmental or critical unless you're actually judging a bike, which thank you for showing up. Thank you for showing up there and taking the time to support me, to support Scotty. Scotty deserves it. Scotty is a two-time champion of this show that Louis Bailey thinks is nothing, that a lot of people think is nothing. Scotty Roberts is a two-time champion. He went to Sturgis, made it there on time with a killer-ass bike, went against a shop that was known for building killer bikes, and ran them over. Then, as soon as I say that I'm going to be doing this, he jumps in on this and builds an even more insane bike. So anybody that has anything negative to say about Scotty Roberts, shut up until you can do it. Shut up until you can beat him. Shut up until you can get the level of detail that he did. Now, I could sit here, and this is the funny part. This is the funny part about this whole industry is it's taken me 8 years to see how messed up this industry actually is. And there's people out there that have begged me, Kevin, please don't end this show. Please don't stop doing the biker build-offs. I understand it's hard. I understand you're not getting the support you're looking for. I get it. But dude, what you're doing is awesome. Please don't stop. Here's what I have to say to them. Thank you, because apparently you understand what I'm doing. For everybody else that just wants to run their mouth, and there's a bunch of them. I mean, Brian Barber made a post the other day, ended up having to take it down because apparently it got so much controversy on it, it would have just hurt my feelings. It would have pissed me off to know what people were saying. Well, hey, guess what, Brian? I know what people are saying. I talk to a lot of people in this industry on a regular basis, and I hear what people are saying. I hear everything that happens. And the only reason I hear it is because people love the drama. People love to step on you. That's what they love. That's what they don't want to see you succeed. They only want to see you fail, because if you fail, that means, haha, I told you so. But I'm going to tell you guys right now, I'm going to take a break from this. I'm going to take a break from doing this show every Thursday night. I'm damn sure taking a break from the biker build off. It's not worth it anymore. I'm not happy. I'm not appreciated. I'm not supported. And I'm not talking about everybody, because I do have people that support me and I appreciate them to no end. To no end. But let me go back a little bit, because Brian made a comment that I should have promoted it more. Let me explain this to you guys. In 2021, when I did the Grind National Biker Build Off, which, by the way, there's a documentary I did also on that. So unless you've done a documentary yourself, shut up, because you haven't. But I did a documentary. It's got over 135,000 views on YouTube. Everybody in that paid $2,500 to be there. It was real easy to get sponsors there because there was so much money involved for someone to win. But there was drama then. Oh, it's coming, Alex. Don't worry, it's coming. There was drama even in that. Everybody thinks it's so easy to just do what I do, but yet nobody else is doing it. If it was so easy, why aren't you doing it? If you can't do it, shut your mouth on why I suck or why I'm not doing it right until you do it. When you do it, then you can critique what I'm doing. And I don't mean setting up at a motorcycle rally and having a booth. That's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is shut your mouth until you put on a biker build-off, a podcast, and do a documentary. When you start judging me, you need to sit back and say, well, did I do that? No, you didn't do that. But now that I've said that, let me get back to the whole thing. 2021, we had money. Every entrant paid $2,500 to go in there, and all of the money, every penny went right back to the winning builders. I didn't keep any. I didn't get any. I didn't get massive support, massive sponsors, massive nothing. But I still did it. Fast forward to the 2025 All Texas Build-Off. I love Scott Owens to death. I really, really do. I have nothing bad to say about him, but I will say this. The minute I said it was an All Texas Bagger Build-Off, he says, I'm not supporting you. He told me that on the phone. No, I'm not doing it. I'm not supporting you. If it's not a nationwide thing, I'm not donating any money. I'm not going to advertise with you. I respect that because he told me why. But then in January, when it's a real thing, and I've got 9 builders, which 9 builders, I say 9, there was always only 8 because the 9th builder was supposed to be in the 2021 build-off, but never got his parts. And he initially said he wanted to do it. I made a group chat with everybody in it, but he instantly almost pulled himself out of it because he was in a bad place. He said, no, I'm not going to do it. So just take me out. So I did. And that was Lonnie Rebels. I respect that because he got out right in the beginning. But when you have all the other builders, I'm calling sponsors, I'm calling advertisers. I started calling the Lone Star Rally in January. Every single time I called them, I got blown off. Every single time, hey, can you send us an email with all the stuff? Which, by the way, I had that stuff. I had everything. I sent them everything via email after email after email after email. And I just kept getting blown off. They never took me serious. Even though I showed them the documentary, I showed them what we had already done, I could never get the Lone Star Rally to get behind me. Then I start looking for big name sponsors. A couple of people in the public decided, hey, this guy has some money, give him a call, shoot him a text. He loves this stuff. He may get behind you. Never got them behind me. They never replied. When I reached out to all the Harley Davidson dealerships in Houston, I couldn't get any of them behind me because they're like, I don't know who these builders are. I don't know who these builders are. I don't know who these builders are. Can you give me who are some big name sponsors you've already got? So it takes people behind you to get more sponsors, to get it bigger. And like Louis Bailey likes to say, I'm just not big enough. Well, the proof's in the pudding. I couldn't get the sponsors. Then once the builders started dropping out, I really couldn't get sponsors. And then once the builders started dropping out some more, I was expected to spend more money, which, by the way, I didn't have because, like I told you guys earlier, I lost my fucking job almost 2 years ago. So every penny I make off the little bit of seat work I get, because nobody actually uses me for seats, nobody actually pushes me or refers me, probably because I suck. So I don't have a whole lot of money coming in from seats. So we start this metal fabrication company. And, you know, in an industrial company, I'm learning that it's not an overnight success, no matter how good you are at metal. But I'm not going to say I'm good at metal because somebody's going to say I suck at it. So I'm just going to say I started a business. It's taken time to get that business going. So I was kind of screwed from the beginning. So y'all want me to talk about Louis. Here's what I have to say to Louis. I would love it if Brian would not have deleted his actual post, because Louis went on that post or someone's post and made this big 30-minute diatribe on how, well, Kevin's trying. He's always tried. He's real good. But Kevin's just not big enough. Nobody wants to hear what he's got to say. No one cares about that little, what is that little podcast, what the grind that he has? Here's what I have to say. Fuck Louis Bailey. In 2022, when we were supposed to do the second National Biker Build-Off, he promised me he would pay for two builders, $2,500 for this one, $2,500 for that one. Guess what? Louis Bailey, when I told him who the builders were, he didn't want to pay for those builders. So he backed out on what he said he was going to do. And because of that little chain fall, I was like, nope, I see the writing on the wall with this. Louis done told me he was going to do something. He backed the fuck out and didn't do it. So here's what I have to say to Louis. Louis, when you can learn how to build a bike, you can judge me. You don't build bikes. You don't even design bikes. You judge me. You have a full-time day job that supports every fucking thing you do and makes everybody think that you're this awesome master bike builder and you've got so much going on. Sunshine, if you knew all the people, excuse me, that are in your camp that call me and tell me all of your business, you'd be shocked. I could sit here literally and write a book on almost every single person in this industry, because every single person in this industry has got people talking behind their backs. And yet I still see all the pictures from Sturgis, Daytona, Myrtle Beach. I still see all these pictures of those two people taking pictures together saying, oh, we're besties. But yet, guess what? They're still talking shit about each other behind each other's back. How do I know that? Because I know so many people in this industry, and it's funny. If you think you're untouchable, Louis Bailey and all those guys are not untouchable. They're so touchable, it's not funny. But if you're not Louis Bailey and you still think you're untouchable, bud, let me let you in on a little secret. You have more enemies that are staring you in your face on a daily basis than you realize you do. Just like I do. Just like I do. Because nobody wants to come up to me and say, hey, your show sucks. You suck. You're an idiot. They don't want to say that, because if they say that to your face, I don't know, maybe you would actually respect them for their opinion. Because I do think people have the right to tell me their opinion. Even if their opinion is not good of me, that's fine. You walk on my coattails until it no longer serves a purpose for you. It no longer makes it a thing. And to let all you guys know, I'm not even looking at the comments. I'll read the comments when we're done, because I keep getting sidetracked with comments. I'm here to tell you guys, here's the deal. Like it, don't watch it. I don't care anymore, which is why I posted that video my brother made. I don't give a fuck anymore. You don't like me? Leave me alone. You think I'm a racist? Leave me alone. Don't call me if you need something. Don't call me if you need something made. Don't call me for a fucking handout. Don't call me and say, hey, man, can you help me out with my seat? I know what the other seat builders charge. If you can't afford me, don't use me. You haven't been using me for the last 8 years anyway, so what difference does it make? But don't call me and ask me for a fucking handout. The truth of the matter is, when you have real friends, they support you. And they politely, usually, tell you, hey man, dude, you're kind of slipping right here. Well, I've slipped down the slippery slope, and there's too much hate. There's too much backstabbing. There's too much talking crap behind each other's backs in this industry for me. What I want to do is build bikes. And if you don't think I can build a bike, so fucking what? I can't build a bike in your eyes. Who cares? You're not ordering a bike from me, so don't worry about whether or not I can build a bike. If you don't think I can weld, you don't think I can fabricate, who cares? Who cares? You're not ordering shit from me anyway, so what difference does it make? It makes no difference. We all have good days. We all have bad days. And believe you me, this last fucking 2 years of my life has been fucking murder. It has been murder. And it's none of your business why it's been murder. I'm just telling you it's been murder. It's been the hardest 2 years of my life since I was like 7 or 8 years old. And if you really know me, you know why 7, 8, 9, 10, those years of my life were so fucking hard. If you really know me, then you know why those years were hard. It hasn't been that hard since then. But the last 2 years have just plain fucking sucked. The only thing that keeps me going is there's a handful of people out there that support me, that are nice to me, respectful. That's another thing. Be respectful. You don't have to like me. You don't have to like what I'm doing, but fuck, at least show semblance of respect, because I've never disrespected you. Catch me in 2019, in 2020. Sturgis was amazing. Sturgis was amazing. It ain't amazing like that anymore, because none of those builders even go there anymore. None of those people even go there anymore. Half the people don't even have shops anymore. Why? Is it my fault you don't have a shop anymore? No. It's probably because everybody found out you were talking shit behind their back, and enough work left your shop shitty that people stopped using you. I don't know. I don't care. All I know is you're not there anymore. I want to go back to what makes me happy. And I'm going to say this very proud. I'm going to say it very loud. If you don't like the way I did it, do it your fucking self. If you don't like my show, don't watch. It's every Thursday night at 9 p.m. There's so many other shows you can watch. There's so many other people doing lives. You can watch anybody you want. You don't have to watch me. You don't have to focus on me. You don't have to look at me every Thursday night. And guess what? Then I don't have to fucking say anything. When I want to go live, I'll go live. But if you're not really my friend, and you're not really a supporter of me, go away. Go away. I would take the time to go through my friends list and delete people, but I don't know who's real and I don't know who's not real. So do me a favor, delete me instantly. Let me know this relationship is over with, and you'll never fucking hear from me again. You won't have to. I support people. I share posts. I've tried to give people work when I needed work done. From chrome plating, paint jobs, buying parts. I've tried to support people. I don't know very many people that have ever ordered anything from me. So it can only be one of two things. Either I'm not good enough, or you are never going to support me anyway. If I'm not good enough, it's okay to say, well, we need a better craftsman to do this job for us. I get that. But what I don't get is all the backstabbing, egomaniac, self-centered people that are in this industry. And it blows my mind, because this is such a great industry. It's motorcycles, man. It's two wheels, it's creativity, it's building bikes, it's, painting bikes, it's doing custom seats, it's custom chrome, it's getting, sensors powder coated. It's a good time. It was a good time. It's not fun anymore. I've been to the Galveston Rally 21 years. for 21 years. The only year I ever missed, legitimately, was 2020 when they didn't have it. But then I got as many people as I could to go to Blowout's Biker Bash, and we had a blast there. Did anybody ever take the fucking time to go back there when Galveston was opened up? No, because there's no real support. There's no real support. Nobody's going to go back to Blowouts. Why would you? Why would you? I will. He has supported me for a long time, and I'm going to support him. 2026 is his 15th anniversary. I plan on helping him next year make the best rally he can possibly have. Appreciate that, Robert Davis. But the reality is this: times have changed. I've heard enough. I've heard, God damn, I've heard so much over the last 7 days. And the funny thing is, I've heard it from people about people I actually thought were my friends. That's the fucked up part, is I've heard what's been said about me from the people that I thought were my friends. I could be a big, huge dick, just like everybody else in this industry, and just start dropping names and start dropping what I heard and start dropping the text messages and the messages and just call every motherfucker out. But guess what? I'm not going to do that because I'm not like you. And this industry is not going to turn me into an asshole. This industry is not going to turn me into the thing I hate about it the most, which is backstabbing, lying motherfuckers. It's not going to turn me into that. That's why I can't do this anymore. I'm not going to be judged for doing my best to bring something good back to this industry. Fuck it. Y'all can do it yourselves. Don't watch. Don't watch. I don't care anymore. I'm not going to change the name of the show. It's The Grind. That's what it is. That's it started out. There you go. It's The Grind. Watch, don't care. It blows my mind. It really does. I've really learned a lot in 8 years. I've learned that how you let people treat you is how people are going to treat you. If you don't want people talking to you a certain way, you nip that shit in the bud the second it happens. I love it when people, and I'll say that loudly, I love it when people say, I'm standing on 10. I'm standing on business. No, you're not, you fucking liar. No, you're not. You're standing in the group with the quarterback and you think you're one of the cool kids right now. But guess what? They're going to turn on you just like they turned on everybody else. Stay real. Stay honest. You don't have to be a dick. This industry does not dictate who Kevin Sockwell is. This industry is a passion I have, and I'm not going to let anybody ruin it. Period. Point blank, the end, done. Mic drop if you had one. I love motorcycles. I love building them. And I'll tell you what, I'm going to start building some shit now. Things are turning around a tiny little bit for me, business-wise. And I'm going to try to capitalize on it while I can and enjoy hanging out with my son, Devin Sockwell, with Legacy Bike Works, building stuff that I know so many people can't build. And if they can, who cares? You can build it. Big deal. I just want to enjoy the next 20, 30 years of my life, God willing, with people that actually like to fuck with me. I've got no time for racism. I've got no time for backstabbing. I've got no time for bullshit talking. I got no time for people talking shit about other people behind their backs because I know you're doing it when I'm not there. So either grow up, be real, and just realize, man, we have a relationship. I don't need to hear about your other relationships. I don't want to hear about them anymore. So there's no way for me to do a mic drop. So my brother Mike Crane made another song, and I'd like to play that song for you if it'll play. And then I'm gonna go. And it doesn't play. I don't know why it won't play.
You swore on your mama, you swore on the moon, said you'd be there Friday, now it's June. I stood on the corner with a fool's kind of hope, watching your taillights fade like cheap barroom smoke. You're only as good as your word, boy, don't blow smoke up my ass. Don't tell me you will when you never do. Don't make me count on you only to watch you crash. A man is only as good as his word, and you ain't worth the ass. You talk like a preacher, sell dreams by the pound, but your promises rot when they hit the ground. I gave you my Sunday, you gave me the blues. Now I'm done with your later, done with your soon. You're only as good as your word, boy, don't blow smoke up my ass. Don't tell me you will when you never do. Don't make me count on you only to watch you crash. A man is only as good as his word, and you ain't worth the ass. Yeah, you ain't worth the ass. Yeah. They'll drag you right shotgun through the fire and the flood, but the first drop of rain and you're gone in the mud. I carried your weight while you danced on the bar. All I got was your lies. You give me smoke and mirrors, that's all you are. I believed in the fire, you handed me sparks. Now I'm sweeping up ashes in the cold and the dark. Next lie that knocks, I'll just point to the door. I've learned my damn lesson, I won't trust no more. You're only as good as your word, boy, don't blow smoke up my ass. Don't tell me you will when you never do. Don't make me count on you only to watch you crash. A man is only as good as his word, and you're lower than dirt, lower than dirt. Yeah, smoke and mirrors. You ain't worth the dirt.
Anyway, so to answer Brian Barber, he wants to see a picture of Scotty with $1,000 from Jade Affiliated and the trophy. He can post them. I don't need to post shit. I'm embarrassed that he was the only one that was there. I'm embarrassed for him. I'm embarrassed for Scotty Roberts. I'm embarrassed for Scotty Roberts' team, which includes you, Brian Barber. But I don't have time to post a picture of a single guy, nothing there. I made a trophy. I'll post a picture of the trophy, and he can give you he can show you pictures of $1,000. As far as the bike he built, that damn thing broke the internet. I've shared it. So you've seen that. So anyway, you guys, please go do your thing. If you're interested, you can go to, give Brian his moment, Basically, this live was a fuck Louis Bailey live. Who the fuck is Louis Bailey? I'm going to bed. It was not a fuck Louis Bailey. I took like, what, a minute and a half and said Louis Bailey. No, it wasn't. You didn't listen to the whole thing then, Brian. No, it wasn't. It wasn't a fuck Louis Bailey. I talked to him. I've been on here 50 minutes, and I only said a tiny little bit about him. Anyway, I'm not going to make anybody happy. So you guys go have a great night, man. I'll see you when I see you.